Unapologetic with Dr. G, where I have the pleasure of hanging out with some amazing guests. And today is no different. We have with us Miss Devina. How are you
Hi,
today?
I am great. How about yourself?
I am good. I am good. So tell everybody a little bit about yourself and what you do.
So, right now, I am a new entrepreneur and I share my journey with wellness right now on Instagram and primarily on YouTube. I'm sharing my journey with weight loss and battling and trying to cure my PCOS or polycystic ovarian syndrome. And I feel like I'm here to help motivate others, or more specifically, other women on their journey, keep them motivated, share love and positivity, and, uplift other women.
Okay. So I always ask my guests, what are you unapologetic about in this moment?
Right now, in this moment, is taking time for myself and just embodying and trying to learn myself better and becoming a better me. Taking the time out to do that. Like last week, I went on like a staycation just to get away from it all, just to get away from social media for a bit and dive deeper into me. What I always tell like my followers and my viewers is take time out each and every day to find their joy, whatever that means to them, whether it's working out, journaling, meditating, whatever it is. Just take time out for you, because literally you literally can't pour from an empty cup. You have to take time out more than just going to getting a pedicure and a manicure, like actually investing, like I said with Bernie. I know you spoke with her. Literally investing in yourself, because we are always on the go, especially as women. We're also always trying to be nurturing and helpful to others. And what I find is I need to be more nurturing and helpful to myself.
Okay, so what does that look like? How do you, I know you've named a few things, but how do you specifically pour into yourself?
So, at right now, my health has been like my main priority. When I was back in corporate, I just remember always working like endless hours and trying to be the best person to show up for my job, and not for me. Like I remember physically feeling ill sometimes because I was just working and stressing over things that were out of my control. So now it's just diving back into myself health wise. Other than being diagnosed with PCOS, I have high blood pressure, and I'm like I'm only 30, so like a lot of this stuff is happening, and I'm so young, and it's like really need to take time out to figure out my health and combat that one day without medication. Right now, I am on medication, so my health has been like my number one priority, and my mental health as well, especially it being May and mental health month.
Mm-hmm.
Taking time out to speak with counselors if I need to take that time away, whether it's taking a walk or something. I went to the beach. That was amazing to be next to the ocean, but definitely prioritizing my health, having better diet, and then, like I said, talking with people, counselors, psychologists, whatever it needs to be.
Okay. Oh, that sounds so amazing. So let's back up a little bit because you've referenced PCOS a few times.
Yes.
I know what it is.
Yes.
I know what it is. But for those who don't, can you share why this PCOS and you mentioning it is so important? And every woman really needs to hear this because
Yes.
there are some significant things that come along with it. So, since you've been diagnosed with PCOS, can you share what that means and how you're dealing with that?
Yes. So last summer, right after my 30th birthday in July 2020, I was diagnosed with PCOS, PCOS, or the long version is polycystic ovarian syndrome, which is a syndrome that can affect your ovaries or your hormones, causing you to have irregular cycles, have cysts on your ovaries, and a number of other symptoms. This was something that I just got diagnosed with, but I probably had since I was a teenager, because I started having issues with my cycle when I was about 15 years of age. So it was something I've been battling. Some of my symptoms are um, lack of cycles, like I may have them like once or twice a year. I've gained a large amount of weight. I get like body hair issues, and then like hormonal balance is another big thing because that plays in with the weight loss.
Mm-hmm.
So if you know your hormones are imbalanced, if you're having more insulin, that causes you to gain weight or keep weight on more. So if you're eating more carbs, it sticks with you longer. It's a number of things. Literally, you can go on and on.
Yeah.
But it's very important for women to take care of their feminine health because this can lead, if it goes untreated, it could lead to other serious issues like infertility and possibly cancer. Because if, in my case, I'm um, not ovulating, that means I'm not having a cycle. That means that those cells are staying in your body longer, and that could lead to cancer cells, which is not good, of course. So it's very important to ask questions. Like all these years, I was thinking, like, "Ooh, I have no cycle." Like that's a woman's dream, right? But like, no, like it's something that should be happening in your body. You should be paying attention to it. And when I was younger, I didn't ask those questions. I kind of trusted the doctors, that
Yeah.
they had all the answers, and they told me like, "Oh no, you're fine. You're on." Their first thing was when I first started having issues with my cycle was like, "Oh well, go on birth control at 15 years old." I'm like, I'm not even having the relations and stuff like that, and that was their first answer, like, get on birth control. So
Yeah.
it's like it's crazy. Like if I would have known what I know now, like the trajectory in my life could be totally different, but everything happens for a reason. I'm here now to help educate other women, educate myself more, and then, help motivate others on their journey as well.
Yeah, and I think that's so great that you would be open to share because a lot of times it's a very silent conversation that's never
Right.
had. I didn't hear about it until I was in my 30s as well. I was falsely diagnosed with it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yes.
so that's what they thought I had, but because I had hit one or two different things in there, but
Right.
I definitely did not. For one, I was always really small, and weight gain is a significant issue that comes along with it because of
Right.
insulin. So there's a lot of different things, and so self care and taking care of your body and what you put into it is so
Yes.
important if you have that diagnosis. The other thing is that the sooner you are, you're correct, the more of an opportunity you have to correct things because it
Right.
infertility is one of the issues, whether it's delayed finding out whether it's a delayed diagnosis or a current one. A
Yes.
lot of women don't realize their infertility issues are because of PCOS. I mean, there's a lot of other things like adenomyosis, endometriosis, but PCOS is one of those silent things.
Yeah.
So I commend you for being open to have these discussions and attributing that to a part of your self-care.
Yes.
So what do you say to those who are looking for ways to provide self-care and pour into themselves and make these deposits and withdrawals, as Bernie always say? How do people start doing that? What are top three ways that most people don't think about? Because we're not talking basic hygiene, because that's when you're getting your hair done and your nails and your feet done.
Yeah. No.
But how do people, yeah, how do people, what are top three things that people can do to pour into themselves and make those deposits?
I would say number one is make a list of all the things that makes you happy currently and all the things that you want in life. So, and go beyond. I mean, it can be something like, okay, I want to be a millionaire, right? I mean, don't we all? But it's more than just like monetary value. It's more than just material things. Like if you can write a list of 10 things that make you happy on a daily, whether it's your family, but also 10 things that make you happy about yourself, then there's a problem there. You need to look in the mirror and say things to yourself to affirm, to continue those positive affirmations in yourself. Because I know every day, sometimes things go on, you be like, why did I do that? And it's like, girl, you're learning. You're still learning. Mistakes happen. Give yourself grace. So that would be number one. Make a list of the things that you want in life and that currently makes you happy. And from there, you need to set time out each and every day to find your joy. So
Okay.
whether that's journaling, whether that's meditating, whether that's taking a walk, it could be if you are a mom taking 15 minutes out of the day to unwind from your partner, from your children. just having time to reflect daily,
Okay.
because I'm a person who my mind is always on go mode. So I do it so more so at the end of the night. I take out journal, just how my day went. It could be two sentences. Some days it's 2 pages, because
Wow. Okay. Well, you all hear that. It could be more than one. So what would be another other than journaling?
other than journaling, well, I know some of my friends find their joy in working out. So that's where I'm trying to find my joy at too.
Okay. Seriously, I need to find that joy also because I don't have a joy in that either.
Right. And it could be it's like whatever sparks interest and makes you happy. Because of course, sometimes our career can be something that makes us happy. But I will say I will push you to go beyond that and find something that's truly a hobby that just like I love to cook, but I couldn't imagine like
Yeah.
cooking for other people as a means of income, because I think I would lose it. Like I couldn't be a restaurateur or a chef or anything,
Yeah. No, I agree.
you know?
I
And
agree.
then furthermore is do positive self-talks and debrief with yourself. But also, if you need the help, go talk to a counselor. I'm just so happy that it's becoming less taboo to actually go to counseling or going to see a psychologist or psychiatrist. It's nothing wrong with that. I feel like in
Yeah.
society, especially in Black society, it's just always like taboo. Like, oh, you going to talk to somebody? Like, no,
Yeah.
you can talk to your mom, you can talk to your sisters. Like, y'all not professionals. Sometimes
Thank you. Seriously.
you need
Oh.
unbiased opinions, and sometimes you may have to take medication to something to help aid you
Mhm.
along the way. So it's all about checking in with yourself,
Yeah.
and it's hard. I can
Oh
say
yeah. Well, work when you're working on yourself, it is really hard also.
yes.
So, you're doing the hard work. Congratulations on becoming a full entrepreneur.
Thank
So
you.
how can people connect with you, support you, know what you have going on? Where can they find you at?
So on YouTube, I am at Devina Janae, and my YouTube channel is housing all my content. Last year was like vlogging content, and I last year I got laid off from work, so I was trying to figure out what it is that I want to do specifically, and I found that a lot of people were they were asking me questions about my health journey because I was documenting me being diagnosed with PCOS and everything. So on YouTube, I share my journey there with weight loss,
Okay.
PCOS, occasional vlogs, and then I'm on Facebook, but I'm on Instagram more primarily. So you can find me at Instagram as well at Devina Janae. And I post on there pretty much daily. If it's not on my feed, then it's on my stories, just sharing my life, my journey, my shenanigans, whatever it is.
Okay. Okay.
Yes.
Well, you all check her out, follow her. Her energy is amazing. You're going to
Thank
definitely
you.
love her, her journey, especially with health. I mean, everybody needs that. And everybody needs a little bit of encouragement. So I
Yes.
suggest follow her and of course tune in here. And
Yes.
the next time, you know, this is your unapologetic moment with Dr. G.